What's up, everybody? So this is the fastest way you can get started wholesaling real estate. So I'm in my mother's neighborhood and I took a little shortcut. I've taken the street before and I noticed his house seems pretty vacant. Grass is long. There's a sticker on the window. It's pretty clear that nobody's living in it. I can kind of see a little bit on the inside and I don't see it. It looks pretty vacant. So the idea with these properties is to jot them down, and these are like little lottery tickets. The idea is to skip trace them using a software called PROPELIO. Skip tracing meaning we'll get the phone numbers associated to the property address, because the idea is to find the homeowner and simply ask them, hey, are y'all interested in selling? And that simple question can change your life. So what do we do? Let's say they do say they're interested in selling. So we run the numbers, we'd see what they're selling in the neighborhood. We come up with the price that makes sense for everybody. We get it under contract, and we're going to assign that contract to our end buyer. And stuff like this, getting it in that 70% formula that most investors buy with. I mean, you can make 10, 20, 25K off a wholesale deal like this. So yeah, it's just a matter to see if it has equity, reach the homeowner and see if they're interested in selling. Could be going in pre-foreclosure, could be somebody passed away, could be a relocation due to job, many reasons, why a property goes vacant. So yeah, perfect example. If you're driving your neighborhood or anywhere, take a little shortcuts, find properties like this. These are little lottery tickets. You just never know, and just one of them can change your life. So we're going to skip trace, find the homeowner and ask them if they're interested in selling. All right, so here's the app for PROPELIO that I was talking about, where we're going to skip trace the properties. And you can also use it as a driving for dollar app, meaning you can store your properties and create a list, and then it maps it pretty nicely. So let's look up the property, and you're going to be able to skip trace it. It has a lot more functionalities when you're on your computer. So they're kind of still developing the app, but PROPELIO's been out for a long time, and the skip tracing is amazing. They use Skip Genie, which is really, really accurate. So yeah, so let's look it up. 2000 Williamsburg, and then I'm gonna have to blur the address, that way I don't take my lead. So boom, we found it right here. We can see that David Spellmayer owns it. He purchased it about 3 years ago, so right away probably no equity. There's a flag for pre-foreclosure, meaning that it's behind on payments, and there's an auction date. You can see here, auction date for July 7th. So that auction already passed. Now that doesn't mean that the property sold. We just never know. He could have postponed it. He could be maybe tried a modification, at the end it didn't work out, but the auction was postponed. You just never know unless you talk to the homeowner. But we do have information as far as it's a pre-foreclosure or foreclosure. It's vacant, so all the signs of motivation are there. I don't really run numbers. I don't care about any of that until we talk to the homeowner. So we're going to skip trace it. One simple click. Boom. We said his name was, let's go back. Oh shit, we're looking for David. So it's going to list all the family members. Sometimes it'll find them, sometimes it doesn't. So you can go through Facebook, Instagram. You got to be creative to find these people. Don't rely just on the app to make shit happen. Think outside the box. Think as a private investigator when we're looking for these people. It's all it is. We're just treasure hunting. So right here we got a David, we got a landline, and possible cell phone number. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start with, I like to start with the cell phone numbers. I'm gonna call every cell phone number looking for David, asking to see if he's interested in selling, or to see what he did with the property. Did he end up losing it? Did it go through foreclosure already? Maybe he postponed it. Maybe, I don't know. We don't know. I don't like assuming. Don't ever assume until you talk to the homeowner. So I'm gonna pause it right here, but y'all can see how easy y'all can start this business. Drive around, look for properties that are vacant, put them into PROPELIO, skip trace them, and just start calling. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a whole bunch of softwares. Literally, you just need this one software, and it does everything. And it can also pull pre-foreclosure leads, but I'll leave that for another video.